First question is, how much time did it take to develop a playable concept of Satisfactory initially? So the way Satisfactory was developed is that we had sort of the team spent like a couple of months on working on various prototypes and various ideas that we had for whatever game we wanted to make. And I believe we spent like a month, maybe a month and a half on like the initial prototype for Satisfactory, which was very like thrown together. And then we spend, and then like once we said like, all right, let's commit to this idea. I can't remember. It took quite a while to have like a proper playable version of the game. There's a video where me and Stefan sit and go through like every iteration. Satisfactory first year. Cause like, let me showcase here.
Oh wow!
Because like, so this is like the very first version, the first like 2 weeks of development on like the actual game. The prototype was much more quickly like made, but there was also like super sloppy and like, you know, it's not production ready. So like this is the first 2 weeks essentially like of development. Essentially just putting together like all you could do is just place a miner and there's the whole world and like there's the first person the shooter example project that it's all based on, and then in the second sprint you could place the miner on I think you could like start doing conveyor belts. That was very basic. And then in sprint 3 I think it was the first time you actually could recognize the game, because here we have like splitters and you can place the miner on, you know, ores, and we had the conveyor, the splitter, which was 7-1. Not a great way of doing it. And here's the smelter. Here's what the smelters look like. It looks like Darth Vader's helmet. So yeah, it took quite a long time before we had like a proper playable.
Oh, there you go.
Highly recommend checking out this video if you want to learn more. Share that shit in chat.
Almost looks like Harkonnen Spice Harvester. What's that? Harkonnen Spice Harvester.
Actually, let me share one real quick. This is mostly for people who were during the Satisfactory event thing. There was an interview with one of our UX artists, Natalie, and she talked about a concept that she made that she didn't like. She thought it was terrible, but she was just trying it out. Where like you would have like a circle and like you would sort of expand your network by just. This is that circle she was talking about. So this is what that UI looked like. So this is essentially how the MAM / the trading posts or the hub, this is how you would unlock stuff in the game.
Oh.
So the way it used to work was we used to have like an economy in the game where you could buy, well, like you'd sell parts and you get money and then you spend the money on upgrades and stuff. Now it's more like you unlock stuff with the parts themselves. And this version of Satisfactory you're looking at right here. This is like a year of development essentially. So many iterations, much back and forth. If you recognize this spot, that's kind of shitty. You may recognize this spot. This is like Northern Forest. This is like the first spot that we worked on from the actual map. Like this area actually made it into the game. Yeah, check out the video. It's good. It's good shit.
The UI is very StarCraft.
Yeah.
Like very StarCraft.